I heard you mention too, trying to avoid the guys looking forward to basketball season. How do you guys feel about your guys playing multiple sports? Obviously, these type of, the smaller schools, it's a lot more common, but I know football coaches maybe nowadays are kind of trending away from that. What are your guys' thoughts?
No, I'd like our kids to play all sports. Yeah, I wish I could make the football players either do basketball or wrestle. So just to keep them involved, keep them, doing something. Yeah, a lot of them will say we just want to lift all year for football, but they very seldom do.
Yeah. Well, the skill set most of the time translates to maybe specific parts of the game. If you're playing basketball, your footwork is really well or something. Or wrestling, obviously, certain areas of strength are going to be enhanced like that. So I think a lot of coaches that don't have that mindset, I just get confused kind of as to what they're thinking.
Well, and I think, most kids are not going to play college sports. So this is their only opportunity to experience athletics. And so I think it's extremely important that kids play multiple sports. We're fortunate that we set up an early morning weight room before school starts. So those basketball kids, there's no excuse. They can lift weights and they can go play basketball. Same thing for baseball and track and wrestling. Those kids need to be able to compete. Like I said, the weight room's great and we love it. But, when you're on the basketball floor, I want my quarterback or my receiver or my running back at the foul line with 2 seconds left to see if he can hit the free throw to win a game, or on the pitcher's mound, against a conference rival, or competing, win and losing. There's not a lot of winning and losing in the weight room in the wintertime. So when you're playing other sports, those kids have to compete and they have to deal with other coaches in that discipline. And I think that for a coach to say any sport, to say I want you to play one sport, is horrible, because those kids need to experience other things. And at the end of the day, now again, there are certain situations where if a kid's a Division I player or he's a college athlete and maybe there's other sports that doesn't fit him, that's fine. But very few kids fall in that category. So they need to experience everything. And at the end of the day, they're going to be a better athlete for that.
Yeah, the adversity, the
Right.
high leverage type of situations.
Exactly.
You can't just get in 10 weeks really and expect to be a phenomenal competitor. So
Right.
I totally agree
Right.
with that, Coach Dean.
I absolutely. I tell you, and my kids will back it all up, because I'll tell you, I preach it constantly that I want my kids playing every sport they can. They got 4 years of high school, and then like Coach Hall said, most of those kids will not go on to the next level. So, take advantage of everything you can do in high school at this time, and it all goes over to the next sport. I mean, I've got football players that are coming in. They're in tremendous shape because they've been playing, basketball, then they've been playing spring basketball, and you can definitely tell a difference. And I do the same thing weight room wise. I keep the weight room open 2 sessions. I keep it one right after school, then I keep another session after, about 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. So all those kids that are playing spring sports, they have that opportunity to come in and still get weight room time in. So, yeah, I highly recommend every athlete, playing as much as they can.
I think the coaches of other sports would probably agree with you on that. The discipline kind of instilled in football and being in that kind of shape too is helpful for other sports. So you'd like to think that they have the same type of mindset.